Miller.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Now here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. To the paint. 5 to shoot. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Six on the shot clock. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Now here's Paul. Durant, no good. Pass to Towns. From the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. For 3, Booker. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Left side, McDaniels. Here's Towns. Back to Daniels. Outside Conley. No good on the shot. Booker with the defensive effort. The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Okogie. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Pass to Okogie. Conley against Paul. Back to Okogie. 19-footer. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Conley. Here's Edwards. Driving inside, and Edwards slams it in.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Pass to Okogie. The kick to Durant. Paul for 3. They get the rebound. Here's Okogie. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Booker. Left side Durant. Yep, count it.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. 1:24 left in the first quarter here. The kick out to Conley. Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Booker no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
The kick out to Edwards. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Edwards has got 10 points in the game.
The corner three isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Here's Durant. Back to Paul. Beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Minnesota in the lead. Here's Conley. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Towns against Durant. Towns can't get it to go.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Okogie's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Towns. Here he goes. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns is especially dangerous when he's cutting to the rim like this. Really good mobility for a big guy.
Outside Paul. Throws it up high. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Outside Edwards. Here's Towns. Takes a three. Drains the triple. Towns has got 5 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And Paul gets it to go.
Tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it. Just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craftiness.
Here's Conley. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Pass to Durant. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
To the wing, right side. Towns for three. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Towns has got 6 in the quarter. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Now here's Towns. Give him 8 points now. Edwards finds McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their 2nd winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Booker. The kick to Durant. Here's Ayton. Again, the Suns good for 2.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Here's the three. Drills it from deep. Towns has got 11 points. What do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And the Suns call time here. There's a minute 54 left in the second quarter. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Outside for Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. He's got 5.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
McDaniels with it. Jacks up a 3. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. And he lobs it up top. And Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Ball against Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Outside Booker. 46 seconds left in the second. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Howard down as the whistle blows. 3-point play opportunity.
Okogie with his athleticism and attacking nature. Able to draw fouls quite a bit, and that gets him a fair number of and-one chances. Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Outside Edwards. 30 seconds left in the second period. Back to Conley. Edwards against Booker. It's tipped. Shot clock at 2. Launches a 3. Edwards can't hit. Right side Paul. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Here's Durant. Fires from the wing. And the first half comes to a conclusion. And thanks, Allie. After the...
Minnesota Timberwolves, 24. The Suns, 25.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Naz Reid, Jalen Noel out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's Prince in at the 3. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Ross. Here's Warren. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, BA, that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
In transition, here come the Suns. Outside Ross. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Payne. Here we go, one-on-one. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
And here's Payne outside. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. They get it back. Pass to McLaughlin from outside the arc. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Kick to the outside, heads-up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Payne, the pass to Warren. Will it go? And a two-handed jam!
Boy, he gets up so easily, throwing it down. T.J. Warren making it happen.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. Prince. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Warren. Back to Payne. From deep. No good. Pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. To the middle. 4 on the clock. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Payne. It's Ross on the wing. Stolen by Anderson. Minnesota pushes. The Timberwolves again in transition. McLaughlin's shot is good.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third.
Prince takes a lot of pride in making it difficult for the guy he's defending. A lot of hustle and tenacity at the defensive end.
And there's the lob. Oh, deflected. Warren for 3. Prince grabs the miss. And here's Minnesota now. They've got a 13-2 run going. Anderson passes to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Fast break, Minnesota.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Baisley. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And the Suns will go for a different look here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Landale. Okogie comes in for Warren. Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Paul in for Payne.
Yeah, this is how Conley plays. Extremely efficient. He just takes what the defense allows.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Okogie. Back to Baisley. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. And And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. The Suns shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Outside Paul. Shoots. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Always one of the league's most accurate jump shooters. Chris Paul can flat out knock him down.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Counted from distance.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Now here's Durant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And he lobs it up top. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And the Suns pushing it up now. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And for Minnesota, they're shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. Outside Edwards. Fires for three. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his third assist of the night.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy is athletic and can really move.
Pass to Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Now McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Is covered by Ayton. Now here's Towns. The kick out to Conley. Clock at 6. Towns passes to Edwards. Shoots over Booker. Goes back up. It's McDaniels on the wing. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Focus, intense focus. Durant has bundles of it. Once he catches the rock, the first thing on his mind is let it go.
Now here's Edwards. From deep three-point range. They get it again. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Here's Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Daniels. The kick out to Edwards. To the left side wing. Tries yet again. That one's wide left. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Paul. Up and over Conley. Paul shot is off. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. McDaniels passes to Towns. Tries the spin move. The kick out to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions. And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Timberwolves.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Coming off a Suns make. Gobert with a screen on Booker. From deep, Conley sinks the tray. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Paul finds Durant. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. McDaniels from long range. And Aiden pulls it down. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Conley. Here's Towns. Spins. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. Edwards can't hit. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside Leonard, out to the wing. Here's Westbrook. They get the rebound. Zubac kicks to Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. Conley against Westbrook. And the dunk by Towns.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Out to Edwards. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Edwards.
Oh, yes, sir.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Westbrook finds Leonard. Gobert with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Leonard attacking. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, what makes Kawhi Leonard so effective on those kinds of drives is the kind of pace he goes at it with. He's able to decipher the defense and knows where the help is coming from, and yet he still scores.
Oh, here's Edwards. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George with no one around. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got his second basket of the night. Conley against Westbrook. Conley the pass to Towns. Outside Conley. And Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
And George, here we go.
2 minutes.
A rebound by the Timberwolves.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. Towns wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got 7 points.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
George dishes to Westbrook. Over Conley, 5 to shoot. Westbrook can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards driving to the basket. Can't hit that one. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Paul George with the steal. And the pass to Westbrook. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Now here's McDaniels. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Conley kicks to Towns. Over Morris. And that one is off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. George, no good on the free throw.
You look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
Now here's Westbrook. 16 seconds left in the first.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Towns finds McDaniel. No one near Edwards as he lets it walk. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for two future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Minnesota with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
So here's Westbrook. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Here's Morris. Outside for George. Back to Morris. Pass to Westbrook. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Nice job by Russell, just not forcing anything on that play.
Timberwolves shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Edwards. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now, here is George. 7 points in the game.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Towns finds Conley. Now here's Towns. Back to Edwards. Over George. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Westbrook up top, over by Conley, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, the double checking, and the game continues on.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity, and when he does that, he's unstoppable.
Westbrook against Conley. Out to Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him, they appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title, the best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Passes it to George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Now here's Conley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. McDaniels with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubats. Horens looking over the floor. He kicks it to Westbrook. Here's George. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a bit, but I love to see him get up.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Zubats picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
23 seconds left in the first half of the game. Edwards passes to Conley. Out to Edwards. Clock at 6. Kept alive, Minnesota. Towns dishes to Edwards. Towns down low. From down in the low post, it goes. Towns has got 9.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size.
Thanks for the great interview, Dave.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves. 26. The Clippers. 18.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Powell is out there with Batum. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Gordon. And it's Mann in at the 1 spot. It's Prince on the wing. Anderson inside. Batum's there. Here's Prince. The pass to Reed, and so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's McLaughlin. Misses the 3. Clippers trail by 6. Pass to Mann. Shoots the 3. Reed with the rebound. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Prince kicks to Reed. Anderson outside. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball.
Clippers shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Mann. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Gordon.
Even though Eric Gordon went in amongst the bigger guys on the floor, he's able to remain calm and get 2.
Here's McLaughlin. Out to the right wing. Here's Alexander Walker. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Powell with the bounce pass. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Mann. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Gordon. Pass to Alexander Walker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline
2 minutes
of their star.
Here's Alexander Walker. Just 4 to shoot. Reed. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Gordon. 6-point game.
Exquisite move off the dribble from Eric Gordon. No way to guard that.
Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And he drives in. Here's McLaughlin. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 4. Now Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Substitution on the court.
1:12 left here in the third quarter. George looking over the floor. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, Paul George, look out, hammers that one home.
Outside Edwards. Westbrook with the block. A 3 from Morris. Outside George. Morris with a screen on Edwards. Here's George. 6 to shoot. Outside Leonard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Conley against Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Towns. A second chance effort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. With 1 on the clock, that one's not going to go. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And the shot is long. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 2-point game. Outside, Towns. Now the pass to McDaniels. The dish to Conley. 5 on the clock. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Leonard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's George. Over Edwards. Here's Zubac. The shake and the dunk by Zubac.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Here's Gobert, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Westbrook scanning the floor. George finds Morris. Back to George. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Edwards drives in. And finished off by Edwards.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
Now here's George. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Driving inside. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. George against Edwards. Outside Leonard. Back to George. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves leading by 6. Right side, Conley. Here's Edwards. Wow, hammering it in.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards, rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Zubac with it. Now defended by Gobert. It's stolen by Edwards. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Leonard the pass to Westbrook. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Conley up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Conley kicks to McDaniel. Down low. Out to Edwards. He takes it in. Back to McDaniel. 4 on the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
You probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. And they put force on this game. Yeah. And this is the thing about Westbrook. He wants to take the responsibility when it matters most.
And it's Conley penetrating. Plays it up and banks it in. Conley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves. Outside, George. Back to Westbrook.
Takes
Gets it inside. Makes it off the glass.
And the burst from Russell Westbrook paying off that time. That's an impossible play for the primary defender to stop.
Edwards looking it over. Three-pointer. Downs down low. Covered by Morris. George against Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
George, that's a two-pointer. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
And so Minnesota takes the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
celebratory fusion of back. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's man in at the one. Morris passes to George. Leonard for three. Can't get it to drop. The Suns go the other way with it. Durant on the attack. Ayton with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Ayton with the stuff.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
Pass to man. Zubats with it. Stolen by Ayton.
Clippers foul. Nikita Zubac. First personal foul.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. George outside. Pass to Morris. Can they get it? And here's Zubats. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Now, I understand that that shot did go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Here's Okogie. Leonard defending. Kept alive. Here's Okogie. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Clippers ball.
And here are the Clippers now. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for them. Pass to George. Lets the three fly. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Okogie. Now here's Ayton. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ayton's got 6 points.
Then when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Pass to Okogie. And stolen by Leonard. And here's the fast break. Here's George. Finished off the break.
Nice job by George to get out, run, and complete the break.
And Booker is the guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Leonard. Again, the Clippers score.
This jumper from Kawhi is pure. Once he gets his feet under him, the rest is easy.
Paul passes to Durant. And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Here's George. And he he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes off Chris Paul.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Back to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Now here's Leonard. Not a lot of room. Ayton with the defensive effort.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard. It's not going to go for him.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Durant. Over Leonard. Durant's shot is off. Here's Mann. 1 second left. Oh, missed the dunk at the buzzer.
A phenomenal defender. Durant's quickness.
And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Mann in at the one.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Pass to Booker. Now here's Ayton. Fires the 3. Leonard pulls down the board. Deflects the pass. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And Booker with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Kicks it to George. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Ayton with it. Guarded now by Morris. That's good from Durant on the assist by Ayton. Durant's got 5.
Well, Durant's scoring instincts are just so strong. Even close defenders can't hold him down.
Here's Mann. Oh, denied by Durant. Ayton against Leonard. The kick out to Paul. Takes a turnaround, Jay. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Yes, solid inside play by Ayton. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
Ayton hits them both.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. And it's slammed in by Zubats. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now Paul, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. It's Booker on the wing. Clock is at 3. Paul drives in. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 5th rebound in this one. Leonard finds Morris. Back to Leonard. Pass to Mann. Here's Zubats. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole
2 minutes
with authority.
in the first half. 2 minutes.
Booker against George. Out to Leonard. Morris for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Durant for three. On target from range. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that three-point answer.
Here's George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 8.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Here's Okogie, and he lays it up and in. And the Suns lead by 7.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Leonard. The kick out to Morris. Ooh, Durant with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And now a 9-point Suns lead.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Pass to Leonard. Back to man. Stolen by Ayton. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Okogie. Outside for Booker. There's the three. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubats has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Morris. Yes, it's good. Morris has got his second basket.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Durant for three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall. And so it's Phoenix closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And more NBA action on. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Ross passes to Payne. Pass to Landale. And it's stolen by Plumlee.
Suns foul. Jock Landale. First personal foul.
The Clippers trail, and Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Graham. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
Payne against Westbrook. Pass to Baisley, and here's Warren. 5 on the clock. Here's Landale, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Gordon outside. And there's the drive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It goes on Terrence Ross.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Well, there's so much worldwide talent in basketball right now. Teams have scouts in every corner of the globe, RJ.
Yeah, you have so much talent around this league, and you only have to go back a few years when you had every single postseason award was won by an international player. You had Pascal Siakam, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, and Luka Doncic when you talk about Rookie of the Year. So it was so much talent overseas, and it's all starting to come to the best league in the world.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. On the wing, Durant, guarded by Batum. Here we go, one-on-one. Powell's shot is off.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. The Suns leading.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
The kick out to Paul. Back to Durant. Clock at 4. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get it back. Okogie on the wing. And stolen by Leonard. To the inside. This for the tie. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
In the third, 2 minutes.
George against Booker. From 13, George's shot is good. George has got 10.
And just taking what the defense gives up. George is such a smart player who has no problem shooting from there.
Pass to Durant. Outside for Booker. He buries it from 3. He's got 7.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Morris outside. Back to man. Shot clock at 6. George against Booker. That one's good for 2.
An elite player in this league, it's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
Outside Paul. Pass to Durant. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. Wing shot on the way. No good there. And the Clippers will come the other way. And here's Morris. He's got 5. And Leonard, here we go. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. George against Ayton. Inside. Zubac with the steal. George left side. And the shot goes in. And it's now only a 1-point Phoenix lead.
You gotta like the momentum on George's drive. Cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going.
And please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. Zubats finds Morris. Here's Leonard. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And the Suns shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Durant. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the third highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Man, he's checked in for Westbrook. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Ayton, and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Paul. Booker against George. And he hits it to tie the game.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get position inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish.
Picked his pocket. Leonard outside. Pass to Mann. To take the lead. Now Zubats. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Clippers lead by 2. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Durant. The 3 is up. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. George outside. Morris, a screen on Booker. Leonard outside. The shot comes out. And Phoenix the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Booker with it. Pass to Ayton. And stolen by Leonard.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Here's Mann.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
George outside. 6 to shoot. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Now here's Paul. He's guarded closely. The rebound by Mann. For Los Angeles, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Leonard outside. Pass to George. 1:16 left in the fourth. Leonard can't get it to go.
It's clear he's totally out of sync.
And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But
The previous play is under review.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
A minute 6 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Leonard passes to Morris. Back to Leonard. Can't get it to fall. Here's Okogie. Over Morris. Here's Ayton. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Morris.
For big, Ayton is pretty solid from the line. He could have this in the bag.
Good on both.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. The drive by man. Pass to Leonard. And he buries it.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Outside Paul. Here's Okogie to take the lead. Misses the three. Leonard outside. Pass to man. Back to Leonard. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Okogie, first personal foul. First team foul.
From deep. And the miss. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. All right, Alec, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Thanks for coming up.
To the best kid.
the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at point guard. Shot clock at 5. Driving inside. Can't get it to fall.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Durant with a wide open look. Traps in the tray.
Well, the ability to score without being the primary ball handler, right? Kevin Durant can catch and shoot as well as anybody in the league.
Conley against Paul. Towns wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3-point field goal.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Paul outside with some arc outside for Durant. Here's Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Wow, the inability to counter the vertical of Devin Booker, up and in.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Conley against Paul. Drives to the hoop, and he uses the glass on the layup. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Suns have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Ball is screen on Edwards. Booker looking around. Pass to Durant. The pass to Okogie. The Suns need to get a shot off. Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, Booker is in three-point territory. The defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Now here's Conley. Kicks to McDaniels. To the left side wing. Towns for 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Suns leading by 5. The 3 from KD. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Durant's got 6.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
The kick out to Towns. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Booker. He has 5 over Edwards. Here's Okogie. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Josh Okogie has the kind of frame and aggression that allows him to play through contact. Nice job drawing the foul.
Wow, What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. 6-point game. Poked away. Ball with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Passes it to Ayton. Here's Durant. And the Suns miss again. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Monty Williams. David, what did he have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Now here's Conley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Conley against Paul. Gobert in the corner. Pass to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Lets it go from deep. No good from Booker. And stolen by Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. And Ayton throws it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Suns on top, up by...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Here they come.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Out to Conley. A 3. The shot that time, not on target. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Okogie, defended by Gobert. Pass to Okogie. It's stolen by Gobert. For 3, Edwards hits the 3-point bomb.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice 3-point look right there.
Booker outside. Ayton the screen. And Booker is good for 3. Booker's got 8.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
Ball outside. Plays it up and banks it in. 6 points for him.
Just great instincts. He knows what to do when he gets near the rim. Love to watch this guy work.
Conley against Paul. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Doors with the officials calling slightly fewer fouls. It seems like We see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Shakes him. And it's good on the layup. And now a 6-point Phoenix lead.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Conley kicks to McDaniel. Stolen. Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. No good from Booker.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Towns for three. It's enemies a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
3-point field.
A whole lot of everything from Karl Anthony Towns, the big who can stretch you from distance.
Paul against Conley. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. McDaniels finds Conley. Back to McDaniels. From about 16, Timberwolves passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Gobert trying to get open. No good from the wing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Edwards against Booker. Out to KD. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 3. To the middle, stolen by Durant. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ayton, the pass to Paul. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, this is an art Chris Paul mastered a long time ago, scoring in the paint against the tightest defense.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Inside, Durant with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. The finish and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
And so it's Phoenix. Hit right, Dave. Thank you. And
29, the Timberwolves. 22.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. They've got Anderson. He's out there with Reed. And it's Prince in at the 3. McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Clock at 6. Launches it. Prince misses. Suns leading by 9. Warren kicks to Payne. Warren on the wing. Guarded by Prince. Driving the lane. Passes it to Landale. Fast break, Minnesota. For the 3. And Prince is good for 3. Prince has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
Payne in the post. Reed with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The Timberwolves shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Timberwolves trail by 6.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
McLaughlin, the pass to Alexander Walker. Anderson outside. Tries the spin move. Spins to the rack. He lays it in.
Kyle Anderson.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Warren with the ball for the Suns. Payne passes to Ross. Pass to Landale. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Suns leading by 6. Baisley passes to Landale. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Landale's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, this guy's a team-first guy, and if you're open and Baisley can put it on time and on target, he is more than willing.
2 minutes remaining.
Going inside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Hits it from three-point range.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
1:44 left in the third quarter. Here's Payne. There's the pass to Landale. Here's Baisley. Drills it from outside. Baisley's got 5.
Boy, the stroke on Baisley's shot keeps getting better. He's turning himself into a real threat.
The 3. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Ross. Kicks it out to Prince. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Prince has got his second bucket of the game to go. Suns leading by 6. They looking around. Launches a 3. Here's Landale. And he lays it straight in. He has 6.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Here's McLaughlin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes to Alexander Walker. 5 to shoot. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Here's McLaughlin, and they convert it fast on attempt number 3.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Ross passes to Landale. Reed with the block. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Six to shoot. Stolen by Reed. Prince wide open. Well, good with the triple. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Being out there with Terrence Ross, and it's DJ Warren, and it's Baisley in at the 4 slot.
And you watch Taurean Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
Pulls up, and too long on the shot. Suns leading by 5. Pass to Booker. Here's Okogie. Back to Booker. KD looking around. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Lethal outside shooting. That is Kevin Durant at his best. Give him airspace and turn the lights out.
Durant against Towns. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Ayton. And up the court come the Suns on the break. KD leading the charge. Ball finds Ayton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Timberwolves trail by 8. Edwards inside. Defended by Booker. Back to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. He takes it in. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And here is Paul. He kicks it to Durant. Pass to Okogie. It's stolen by Edwards. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
Wow, that is showing off a sick handle. Towns is just not fair at this point.
Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Conley dishes to Edwards. Fades and shoots. And they get it back. Prince outside. Edwards finds Prince. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
How about Taurean Prince? The confidence to take and make a big-time shot.
Paul passes to KD. Kicks it out to Booker. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Edwards passes to Prince. And stolen by Booker. Here's Okogie. Edwards defending. Stolen by Conley. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Towns. Edwards trying to get open.
Boy, Ayton's reach is absolutely incredible. Great anticipation. That is nice defense.
Ball against Conley. Ball right side. Kicks it out to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Prince, the pass to Gobert. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Suns.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Jaden McDaniels.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Mike Conley. Second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden. Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Towns for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. And there's the goal on Karl Anthony Towns. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
There seems to me to be a quiet toughness to Kevin Durant. This is a guy who makes his own decisions, shuts out the noise, and is willing to embrace change.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 11. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Back to Booker. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Minnesota ball.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Towns. The three-pointer, no good. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were hit.
To the best to the
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
And George launches it from deep. McDaniels with the rebound. And here's Minnesota now. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
George against Edwards. The kick out to Morris. Pass to man. Oh, powered down with both hands.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by the Clippers. And George launches it from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. George against Edwards. George, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Conley passes to Edwards. Misses the layup.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
George for 3. Pass to Zubac. George against Conley. George's shot is off.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Conley passes to Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Oh, and a slam dunk by Horens.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Here's Edwards. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Zubac. Pass to George. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. McDaniels inside. Edwards with it. A minute 22 left in the first quarter. The kick out to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. McDaniels inside. Zubac there. McDaniels can't hit. Here's Morris. That shot off the mark. And some solid defense from Towns. Leonard against McDaniels. No good that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. There's 49 seconds left in the first. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. McDaniels with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Daniels. Pass to Conley. Shot clock at 5. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Minnesota basketball.
26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
I love the way George can move his feet and challenge the shot without fouling.
Leonard outside. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Leonard. McDaniels with some nice D. Up in time. The shot no good. And that does it for the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They're up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it. Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either 4 spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid 3-point shooter.
So it's the Clippers now, after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Leonard against McDaniels. Here's George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Here's Conley. Outside McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Towns has got 6 points.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Here's George. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Left side Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Launches it. The putback. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking. Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
On defense, the Clippers. They trail by 7. Towns passes to Edwards. Clock at 6. Back to Towns. Ooh, Morris with a steal. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. George outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Towns, that's good.
Hard to find fault with the D. Towns just beating them with better offense there.
George outside. Zubac with a screen on Edwards. Some room here for George. Hits the target from 18 feet. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen. Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Knocks it down from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing. There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Here's Mann. Morris sets a screen. Soft touch off the glass. Dan's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Conley with the ball, guarded now by George. Out of bounds, it'll be the Clippers ball.
Clippers ball.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
1:06 left in the half. Leonard outside. And he drives in. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Edwards. The 3. Nails it from 3. Edwards has got 6.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And George with the jam.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Morris against Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Pass to McDaniels. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And a deep 3 from Leonard. And so it's Minnesota. They have a nut. Allie, as always, thank you.
14. The Timberwolves. 23. And get ready for the Jabberwocky.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
We've got Mason Plumlee. Eric Gordon is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Batum in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Westbrook. Here's Plumlee. And the layup is good off the glass.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Prince. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter. Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
And here's Gordon from the arc. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Here's Powell, following the score by Minnesota. Here's Plumlee, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. To the right side. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside, Anderson. Down low. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Up top, Gordon. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Noel. Outside, Anderson. To the wing on the left. Prince on the attack. Oh, and he got fouled. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
First team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Torian Prince.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after.
The previous play is under
Now, there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, everyone, let's give a big hand for your Clippers Breakers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
To succeed in this league, you can never be satisfied. It's a certain mentality, and Prince has that.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Powell outside. They swipe it. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Prince. Another miss by Minnesota. Well, Los Angeles shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Gordon outside. And Gordon with the big finish.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's Noel. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Now here's Batum. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Wow, it's good.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Pass to Prince. Back to Noel. Here's Prince, pounded by Westbrook. They get the rebound. Here's Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Anderson. Driving in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Good on the jump shot. Alexander Walker's got 4 points this quarter.
A nice setup. Kyle makes pretty good decisions with the ball in his hands.
Westbrook, the pass to Batum. The shot won't fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Alexander Walker to the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
And here's Westbrook. Out to Powell. Fires the 3. And it's Noel with a rebound. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Anderson for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Here's Noel, pounded by Westbrook. From deep. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And Kevin, there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 53%, a nice number. So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Now here's Towns. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Edwards against George. Over to the wing. Back to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot.
You look at Kawhi's work ethic on defense. He's perfected the art.
Pass to George. Now Morris. McDaniels covering. Leonard with a screen on McDaniels. Here's Morris. And that one's drained from the low block.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Edwards. To the inside. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
George outside from deep three-point range. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Edwards, here we go. Deflected. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Pass to Towns. Now McDaniels, just 3 to shoot. Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers really having a tough go here. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Back to man. It's George on the wing. Fires the 3. He drops it from range.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Conley up top. Outside Edwards. Leonard against McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Looking to get back on track. Rebound by the Clippers. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Morris with it. Towns covering. George for 3. The Clippers rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
Here's man. Second shot opportunity.
The heart and hustle of Conley really putting in work on defense.
Man misses.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Inside. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's man. He's guarded by Conley. Up top, George. Pass to Zubac. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. A minute 31 left in the 4th quarter. Back to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Edwards. Driving to the basket. And Edwards slams it in.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Here's man. Pass to George. Back to man. Morris sets a screen. 6 to shoot to the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Karl Anthony Towns.
He was all over the place, pressuring ball handlers, jumping the passing lanes. His steals made a huge impact on this game.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. Shots blocked. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Pass to Conley. Let's go with a three. Tries to save it. And they get it back. Misses there. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road by the
locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. And it's the Suns to start out. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. A nice shot by KD. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now here's Paul to the left wing. Okogie, the pass to Paul. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Man can hit. And here are the Suns now. 4-point game. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Monty Williams. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I asked him which part of their offensive scheme they feel confident in, and he said, no surprise, outside shooting. He told me our guys can flat out kill it from deep. So we're going to try to get that dialed up early on. We will see, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. And here are the Clippers now after the Suns pick up 2. Morris, pass to man. Leonard with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Durant. Paul kicks to Booker. Goes up on the wing. Another shot. It's hauled in by Zubac.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Now here's Durant. To the inside. Here's Ayton. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch. It's a pretty tough combo to go against.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. They trail by 6. The pass to George. Left side, Leonard. Puts it up from 15. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Paul kicks to KD. Booker outside. Pass to Ayton. Booker's shot is good.
And Booker throwing himself into the mix that time to get a second chance opportunity.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, George. Passes it to Leonard. Paul looking over the floor. KD finds Paul. Puts one up from 19. And yes, it's good. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. 8-point game. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together, And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages. A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
Now here's Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Durant, no good. Clippers trail by 6. Pass to George. Leonard against Booker. Leonard attacking. And no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Durant, the pass to Okogie. Leonard against Booker. Over Leonard. No good from Booker.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one when he handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
To the wing on the left. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Okogie. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
There's the drive, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Suns lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Mann in at the 1 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Paul. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Here's Leonard. The Clippers rebound. Morris dishes to Leonard. Second chance shot, and the rejection by Ayton. And it's Paul penetrating. Good on the shot. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Outside, George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
And here's Leonard from 3. Another miss by Leonard. Suns leading by 4. Ball outside. A shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard looking around. Now the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Morris inside. Defended by Paul. Morris, no good.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Leonard attacking, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Such a difficult guy to keep up with and also have a conversation with. Leonard, sometimes all you can do is foul.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And then Durant with the jam.
And it doesn't even have to be an accurate pass. With Durant's length, you can just throw it up and know this guy will get it.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Sinks the triple. Morris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
George with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:12 left to play here in the half. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's Phoenix scoring again. Here's man. Out to Morris. George with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. 5 on the clock. Morris with the bucket.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Paul left side. Pass to Ayton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Ayton's got his second basket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Mann passes to George. Here's Mann. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Durant. Lobbed up there for two.
Okay. Yeah, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
It'll count. Doesn't go for it. And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David. And
your Clippers, 25. The Suns, 28.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Paul George really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court for the Suns, paying out there at Terrence Ross. Then it's T.J. Warren, and it's Landale in at the 5. Fires it up, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
Here's Powell. Outside Gordon. Left side Westbrook. Lays it up off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Goes up from the top of the key. Warren, good.
Off
and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Now here's Westbrook. Passes it to Plumlee. Here's Gordon, and they double up Gordon. And Batum kicks to Westbrook. Off target from three-point range. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership, that young roster, and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Clippers trail by 5. Double team on Westbrook. Kicks to Powell for 3. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good play by Powell. Just a strong field to take the 3 that time.
Payne with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Landale pass to Warren. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Suns lead by 5.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Thrives in that catch and shoot.
Westbrook kicks to Powell. Down low. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Into the lane. Kicks it out to Booker. Ball outside. The turnaround. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Paul's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns. Outside Westbrook. Batum dishes to Plumlee. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Kawhi playing at his own pace. He can really control the game off the bounce.
1:09 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Paul. He had hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A 3 from Morris. That shot off the mark. Now the Suns take it the other way. Pass to Okogie. They double him with George. Booker up top, defended by George.
Booker looks so often to shoot from the perimeter or coming off of screens. You got to stay down on his pump fake.
The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Clippers trail by 7. There's 38 seconds left in the 3rd. George up top. Driving to the basket. And they'll get another chance. Zubac kicks to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. Here's Zubac. Goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. Zubac has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Here's Okogie. And here's Booker from the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Suns lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Paul passes to Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. All alone. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 5.
Well, you know CP3 can get others involved, but when he wants to score, he can do that too.
Zubac with the screen for Morris. The pass to Zubac. Some solid defense from Ayton. Phoenix leading by 5. KD drives in. Banked in off the glass. 10 points for KD.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Man passes to George.
Blocking foul called on DeAndre Ayton. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Leonard. Leonard, no luck. Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Ball finds Booker. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. The wide open look for Durant. A three-pointer is right on target. And now a 10-point Suns lead.
Why do KD threes look like layups? Man, it's unbelievable.
Outside for George. Off the run. And again, no good by the Clippers.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Phoenix.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
Clippers trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, going back to his college days, this is one of Leonard's favorite moves, the simple pull-up off the dribble.
Outside, KD. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. On the wing, Booker. 4 on the shot clock. Tries again. Ayton kicks to KD. They set the pick. Tries yet again. And he nails the jumper. KD's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
And Durant's going to be able to shoot over the top of anybody in this game.
Man passes to Morris. Fast break, here come the Suns. Paul with the ball. That one good for 2. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
It's George on the wing. Morris with a screen on Booker. The 3 from George. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Man. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And he makes the first.
At the line for LA, To the stripe.
Good on both. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 12-4 run.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Suns.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for KD.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Out left to the wing, and taken away by Paul. Okogie for three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Booker. He kicks to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint, goes back up, and Durant lays it in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Paul outside. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.